Good morning, friends and gremlins. Happy Friday. My name is Tave. Hopefully you got your snack and beverage handy. For anyone new to the channel, every Friday I usually play one free game every week, just as a little highlight for the channel. This one I came across and was very curious about because, like I said, this game has bullet hell aspects to this. So I'm very curious to see how this approaches specifically queer romance with aspects of visual novel and bullet hell. Oh. Okay. I don't know if there's any voice acting, so, Mom and the car rock you on the ride home. Luca, you're barely born and you already got a sly face. Dad is on a roll. Mom's laugh shakes you from your slumber. Outside the window, your little eyes see a blurry world of lights and contours, silhouettes and glows. Everything is new, beautiful. You feel like you could be anything. You make a noise. You want to share your joy, but the voices are loud and ignore you. Do you think he'll want to learn the business? Dad turns right. Mom looks at you. Mine or yours? Mine? God, I don't want a beautician's son. Mama brings you out of the car. You regurgitate. After 3 days of life, it's not like you can do much more. Uncle's son... Oh. You go from Mom's arms to Grandma's, aunts and uncles running around you. Your bedroom is already full. A little bed with blue blankets, blue curtains, blue walls. Blue. The closet, the carpet, the pajamas they put on you. Pink. Your cheeks as they comment on your willy. On a shelf, an array of stuffed animals, a car, a fireman, a teddy bear, a bulldog, a soccer ball. Your brother puts the ball in your hands, laughing. These are goalie hands. Look at that hook. He's happy. You just wanted something to hold on to. You just wanted something to hold on to. These people say too much and your head spins. Grandma asks your brother if he wants to hold you. He says he's afraid of breaking you. Look, with a baby in your arms, all the little girls will fall for you. Mom, he's only 12. They walk and talk, all of them. They tell each other what your future's gonna be. They laugh, they draw boundaries. Their words fall on your eyes. Outside, along the road, you see less and less variety. Shapes and colors fade until all that remains is an expanse of blue squares and pink triangles. Everything looks the same. You cry. Childhood summer, a park. Because you're a boy. The tone of someone saying the obvious. So what? And so you can't do Ariel because she's a princess. We need a prince. That's all you're here for. Marika has her arms wrapped around her chest and is looking at you like you're the stupidest thing in the world. The other girls are bored. Laura keeps huffing. Elise throws rocks at lizards. The sun is warm and the park is filled with festive shouts. I'm just gonna glare. I'm the oldest, so I decide, and therefore, you are the prince. Marika walks away with her braids, dancing. They start chatting, planning. Every now and then they ask you a few questions, but you really don't feel like answering them now. You look at your backpack with the new manga of Ranma 1/2, and you think you were so happy to just sit and read in the sun. I think some people are called out right in this moment, and you sit on the steps and ignore them. At the end of the park, Omar, your brother, is playing with other boys. Even though he is much older than you, he always tries to play together with you. He's a good big brother. Luca! Marika's shrill voice reaches you. Time to start! You reluctantly approach. So, Laura is my little sister. Elisa is our mom, but she got sick and we need the potion, but it's under the dragon's belly. And we need a hero, And we're calling. And who does the dragon? Elisa interrupts Marika. Her braids shake in annoyance. That hedge is the dragon. Never. The bush is Mom. She won't move if she's sick anyway. And I'm the dragon. The two start fighting. You decide it's time to do something. Charge! You run at the dragon that is probably Mom when you notice it. Unique, fiery red on the outside and yellow on the inside. Beautiful, gigantic. Marika yells something at you. You smell the flower. And it's like the best thing in the universe, better than even Grandma's pies. Someone ripped all the others out. Elisa is at your side. She's right, there are buds everywhere in the grass. It's not fair. It's so strange and beautiful. She sniffs it. You turn around. Marika is leaving. Laura is chasing her. Next time, I'll do the prince. Elisa's voice is resolute. Promise? And she says yes, and if Marika is a pain in the ass, she will throw her in the mud, and then comes the ball. Precisely, it slips between the two of you. It hits the flower, then it falls to the ground and takes all the petals with it. Elisa turns around and yells "You jerk!" and runs at someone, leaving you there. You bend down to pick up the petals. Look at her. The little sissy Lulu. Laughter. You get up. Behind you, a few children. They're only slightly older, occasionally picking on you during breaks at school, bullying everyone. You back away. Someone yells, "Hey, I'm talking to you." A clod of dirt lands on your head. You wipe your eyes with your back of your hand and don't see who's throwing you down on the grass, crushing you with all their weight. You try to kick, you hit something, a little cry gives you satisfaction. You try another kick, but it goes wide. You reach out your hands, throw what you find, scratching, biting. All womanly things according to your brother. Men need to know how to fight. You gasp. The boy sketches a pretend punch on your nose. You try to give him a real one. Lorenzo, the boy who was straddling you, starts to fly. The surprise takes away even the desire to get up. Quick steps, a few screams, and then a hand that reaches out, your brother's. You grab it. He lifts you up, hands you some water, wipes your face. Nothing serious, he tells you, smiling. You sit down on the steps, retrieve 2 half-crushed snacks from your backpack. You hand him one. What did you do this time, Lou? You tell him the story of the flower. Omar laughs, running his big hand through your hair. For a flower? You got beat up for a flower? It was the last one. You know what? The great thing about flowers is, Lou, they grow back. Unlike your little head, if you break it, it doesn't grow back. You keep quiet. Lou, I can't spend my life defending you, you know that, right? But I don't want to. But Omar looks ahead, torturing the snack paper with his hand. Why do you think they're mad at you, Lou? Because I don't play with them? You're always alone or with the girls or with Grandma. You're never with the boys, and that's weird. You love Grandma. I play with you. I'm your brother, it's different, and I'm older, and someday I won't be there when you need me. And that worries me. I don't want you to worry about me. Omar looks at you in the eyes, serious. You need to learn how to be in the world, little brother. Play with your mates, beat them up when they offend you, and leave the girls alone. You'll see in a couple years, they won't want to play with you anyway. He smiles at you. Why? Because they'll want to do girl things and boys, boy things. That's the way life goes. And you'll always be my friend? Always, Lou. He rubs a knuckle on your head. But now I have to go to my girl. Another thing you'll understand someday. You watch him walk away. You pick up your backpack and head for home. The light is low. Swallows are racing across the sky. You hum something. You realize your pants are broken. Mom's gonna be pissed as hell. But then, someone yells across the street. They're all there in line, the kids from earlier. You notice Lorenzo's eyes is swollen. You hope it's because of you. They're yelling at you. That you're a sissy, that you're not a boy, that you dropped your willy, the dog ate it, didn't it? That with long hair, you look like a girl. You wish Omar was with you, but you're alone. Lonely. What are you, Luca? What are you? What kind of boy are you? Ooh. Okay, now we're doing some bullet hell aspects. Ooh, ow. Okay. So then we go down here. Alright. Oh, wee. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ow. Still got hit by that one. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Oh, ow. Teenage. Autumn. At Grandma's house. Grandma's house is like a pile of leaves, layers upon layers of objects. The living room is overrun with 40 years of fashion, sewing, knitting magazines. A wave of memories hit you. Get a copy of Berta. We're here to throw this stuff away, Lulu. Omar walks in holding some boxes. Laura comes in from behind and gives you a hug. Are you okay, honey? Grandma taught me how to sew on the sly from Mom since I was 10 years old. I would spend hours here reading and drawing decorations that she would then knit. When it was cold, we'd sit in front of the TV and watch dinosaur documentaries and grind miles of wool. It was nice. It's not like she died. Omar takes the other magazines and boxes them up. You locked her in a nursing home. It's the same thing. Luca, it's for her own good. She didn't want to go. Why didn't you accept our proposal? Laura has her hands on her hips and stares at Omar. They don't get along very well. When you got together, Omar was happy. So you're not a... But Laura is convinced he's a bad influence on you. 2 15-year-old dykes to stand behind an old crazy lady? She's your grandmother. You continue boxing in silence, the only noise being the items moved around. Omar stacks things angrily, closes the boxes, walks down the stairs, stomping his feet, returns, repeats. Laura hands you things when your eyes meet. She smiles at you. Every now and then she gives you a kiss on the cheek. Oh, Laura. Grandma likes Laura a lot. She's always been of the opinion that if a rule is wrong, it's your duty to break it. After Grandpa's death, she never wore mourning garments. She was glad that the violent man was dead and didn't want to pretend otherwise. When she started hunting, some men teased her. Some tried to get too close. They act so big, but if you shoot them near their feet, you see how they run. And Laura is a bit like that. What are you thinking? Mom never got it. What matters to her is what other people think, and that's it. You know she loves you a lot, right? You could see it in her eyes every time she looks at you. Laura smiles at you, handing you a dress. Takes you a moment to recognize it. You take a closer look at the pattern. Hibiscus flowers. A long dress she made you 2 years ago. You fought with her about that dress. You screamed to hide your fear of how much she had seen in you. Fear of the pleasure you felt at the idea of wearing it, of standing there with her in that long summer dress, sewing and talking, with the confidence that no ball would destroy you. Laura looks at you tenderly. What are you thinking about? You share that memory with her. As you speak, you feel a weight disappear that you had grown accustomed day by day. Outside, autumn sees warm, but Laura's face turns cold. Her hand clenched in yours feels like a fist. These are things of childhood, you try to say, even though you were 13 2 years ago. I'm not judging you, Lou, really. I just like to understand. Me too. Omar stands in the doorway. Are you gay, Lulu? Just because you're with Laura doesn't mean you're normal. No. Laura sticks up for you, though she falters. Omar, why do you always have to be such a big asshole? I'm just saying what I think. Your brother approaches you. You know why Mom doesn't want you with Grandma? Because she's spent her time indulging your quirks. This one hurts. They're not quirks. They're certainly not normal things. Luca, I love you. I really do. Omar is looking at the floor. He's never said anything like that to you. I want We just want to see you happy. Instead, you just want to be weird. Christ, Mom is convinced Laura is a phase before you tell us you're gay. The world is backwards with you. You can't understand how you feel. What do you feel right now? What should you do? You think of Grandma, her strength. I love Laura and I don't need you or Mom to tell me what to do or not to do. Your brother raises his voice, yelling at you. Laura starts to argue with him. They make a list of the things that make you a man and the things that don't. Each word comes out like a slap in the face, like a bullet. You'd like to say that it's up to you, that your voice should be yours and not theirs. But what would you say now? Because you don't know how to answer the voice in your head that asks you, what are you, Luca? A boy? A girl? What are you? Yeah, I remember in my teens having similar thoughts, just wondering who I was. I think part of me always knew, but just never had the terminology for it. I don't regret it. I love being non-binary. So now we're in adulthood, still autumn, but home. Laura repeats to you to hurry up. But that's at least 6 hours away, and that's not enough. Bring something to munch on. You rummage through your kitchen cabinets, retrieving chocolate and peanut butter. You don't feel like going to that stupid party tonight. But what if we stay home and watch horror and eat junk food? You walk up the stairs without Laura answering. The only light is from the study. You continue to be amazed by this house, this life, the things you've done together. You're about to enter, but she rushes to the threshold, wraps her arms around your neck. Promise me that for once, just once, you'll say yes without questions. You smell a trap. She recognizes your expression. When have I ever done anything that got you in trouble? You make a fairly detailed list that contains chocolates, sea lions, an Elon Musk costume, and a guillotine. Oh yeah, and that time in the cemetery with the Ouija board. She watches you with her arms crossed, mocking seriousness. She takes you into the room. There are pieces of jeans, makeup, an obscene hat, and a wig. What the hell is going on? Where's RuPaul's body? She looks at you, her eyes full of affection. Every now and then I think of that shy, insecure kid I met 20 years ago, and I'm amazed to see who you've become. You don't know what to answer, even though it's true. At some point, unexpectedly, adulthood has given you confidence you never imagined you could have. Laura changes the subject. Remember how last year Marika said we're the only ones who don't do couple costumes? Remind me why she's your friend? She throws a marshmallow at you. This year I want to prove her wrong. And I've asked myself, what's the scariest couple to bring to a Halloween party? You search fruitlessly for a sensible answer. Laura looks at you with anticipation. My parents? Wow. I don't know. I want to be snarky and say my parents, but Woody Allen and Sun Yi? Laura lifts up the denim pieces. Brittany and Justin in 2001. Come on. What's cringier than faux denim and Timberlake? Oh, gods. She grabs the print denim fabric pieces. I found 2 costumes, but I didn't really like them, so I took them apart to make them better, and, I make video games. I'm not a seamstress, and I thought you could help, and in return, I'll put on your makeup. Makeup? A surprise of surprises, I'll be Justin, and you'll be Brittany. You're about to say something, but something stirs in your belly, a warmth that feeds as you look at the denim fabric, the wig, the makeup. You sit silently in front of the sewing machine and, well, it's really like riding your bike again. You start sewing pieces of fabric. You two hop from memory to memory this afternoon, going from one to another. Mentioning the missing starlet of the day makes you talk about what you were doing that year. A song brings back a broken friendship, a drunken night at the beach. Haven't you talked to him again? You know, it's about Omar. You haven't spoken in 2 years now, but every now and then Laura asks you. No, at some point you couldn't take his insinuations anymore. The fabric flows quickly under the machine. Laura tries on the dress, dressed like Justin. She's ridiculously hot. And now sit down, it's my turn. Her light hand shuffles, traces, brushes your face. Each time she pulls away, she smiles in satisfaction. Since when did you plan this? When I got the idea, I realized that it had actually been there all along. That it was something I wanted to do with you. That I could only do with you. She kisses you on the nape of your neck, grabs your hand to get you up, leads you to the mirror. The dress is hideous. The wig is awful. But your eyes fill with what they see. The face redrawn by the makeup. The waist traced by the belt. The hairy chest sticking out of the neckline. Should I shave? You murmur. Only if you don't like yourself like this. Laura squeezes your hand. You look at yourself, and you like yourself this way so much. You're afraid, you're grasping for air, yet you have certainty that for the first time you're really seeing yourself. It's as if someone has removed a patina from your eyes. As if until now the body you saw in the mirror was that of another person, something you kept erasing that you never wanted to remember. But now it's really you. You admire your huge eyes under the eyeliner and the way your lips explode red between the hairs of your beard. How the muscles and folds of your dress enhance each other. You start to cry. Laura hugs you. Are you okay, honey? You try to find the words to tell her how you feel. But they don't come. It's like there's a gap, a piece that's missing. You smile. You stammer that everything is good. It was just unexpected. You're out of breath. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror again and smile. A voice inside you screams that you suck. You try to ignore that voice, but it takes strength from everything you've been told throughout your life. Omar, who doesn't consider you a real man. The neighbor who jokingly calls you lesbians. Your mother who tells you that you look too much like grandma. Your father who keeps giving you tickets to the stadium. The opinions, the things said and unsaid. You look in the mirror and you look like something halfway there, a wrong thing. A boogeyman, an abomination. You wonder though, what am I? What are you, Luca? What the hell are you? I was about to say, I was a bit worried. Whoa, ow. Okay. Okay. We don't have to start all over again. When you open your eyes, Laura's crouched in front of you, her eyes fixed in yours. Hey, sweetie. You rest your forehead on hers. What happened to that little head? You take a breath. But you already knew that, so what? I'd been noticing for a long time that there was something going on inside you. I wondered what would happen if that thing never came out, and I didn't like any of the answers, not at all. She sits down next to you. I know what I'm not, Laura. I don't feel like a man, but I don't feel like a woman either. It's like being asked to choose only between eating an apple or a pear when my mouth is full of the taste of every berry. Apples are boring jokes, Laura. Not when cooked with sugar and cinnamon. This metaphor is getting creepy. She kisses you. But I think I get it. And you're okay with that? At least now, when the fascist neighbor calls us lesbians, I can tell her it's true. She turns away. But it's not true, is it? Oh, what do I say now? But, so I'm not straight anymore? You grab her hands. We have time. I'd say we have all the time in the world to find these answers. We don't have to do it tonight, do we? Apple, pear, mixed berry. Which one are you? I'm mixed berry. She relaxes, smiling. You're right. Only one thing matters. We'll find them together. We'll find the berries and my heterosexuality or whatever it is. Can you imagine Marika not knowing how to introduce us to her friends anymore? Speaking of Marika, do you feel like going to that party? You look in the mirror. The crying and the tension have messed up your wig and makeup. You feel pretty like never before in your entire life. You like the person you see in the mirror. You love them. But the idea of having your friends see you like this scares you. You nod your head. Laura smiles at you. I have a plan B. A lesbian girl party, a quiet place to be. A couple of old school friends should be there too. A little fear remains. But you feel you've stayed hidden too long. You feel like coming out, showing yourself. You take a quick look in the mirror. Whoa. Oh. Okay. I like that. That's who I am. And I no longer feel alone. Wow. Honestly, that sounds like a lovely idea, doing something like that. Just like doing a little party like that. Yeah, short, but I really do like this. Special thanks, who not only has helped us as a beta tester and filled us with inspirations and food for thought, but also because he organized and coordinated the Baloney channel of the Global Game Jam and allowed us all to live such a fantastic experience. Thanks to you, player. We hope the time together was a valuable time. I kind of want to see the other half of the story. There's no need, really. She's hungry. Oh, so now this is growing up. Okay. This might be different. She's hungry, says Grandma, hands clasped on the steering wheel. This may get me. I'll feed her at home or she'll throw up. We're almost there. Grandma snorts. Mom as well. You yawn. Your eyes strain to look out the window. Half blind, they just recognize halos, figures, outlines that seem like they could be anything. Like you. The car stops. You need help? Food? I could run to the grocery. No, Mom interrupts Grandma. We already have everything. Thanks for the ride. It's the lease for my granddaughter. Silence. The car moves away. Mom opens the house. It smells stale of rotten food. Welcome, Elisa. She smiles and shows you the 2-room apartment. You suck your finger. I know it's small, but it's just us, honey. 2 women against the world, she laughs. Okay, 1.5 for now, but here, she shows you a corner of the room. Here's your crib. Here are the stuffed animals, and then look at this carousel, and spins a bunch of pink hanged animals. You try to grab one. Mom smiles and pulls you away, and you protest with your little fists. Are you hungry? She asks, and slumps down on the couch. She brings you to her breast. You know what? You're going to be the best in school, so you're going to make me proud. I'll get you a lot of floral dresses because when I was little, I wanted them too. Girls always like floral dresses. She switches positions with you. And then you're going to be a doctor. Yes, you'll have doctor hands. Maybe you'll make a lot of other moms happy. Okay, so just helping with this sort of thing. The sleep grabs you. And maybe when you get married to a nice man, you'll let me live with you so I can help with the grandkids and you can keep working. And if I'm still beautiful, but you're already asleep. In the dream, you see the road from before, the journey you took. But there are no more colors and shapes and all the possible things. There are only blue squares, pink triangles, and huge hands crushing and tearing at you, trying to shape you. With your feet, you tap an imaginary rhythm on the floor. Elisa, stay still. Mom smiles, but she is a statue. She wants you to be a statue. A beautiful little statue in a floral dress, white shoes, and upswept hair. She spent the entire car ride telling you that you need to make a good impression. That the parent-teacher meeting is an event when parents are judged harshly. That a single mother is always guilty because of that, you must not make any mistakes. You think it doesn't make much sense, but you trust her. You trust her, but that doesn't erase the boredom. Some guys are chasing each other. That loudmouth Lorenzo brought a ball. They're making teams. Mom? She ignores you. Across the yard, your classmates are chatting. You recognize Laura, Marika, Chloe, and an older girl, Emma. Only you have to sit. Can I go to the bathroom? You were in there 2 seconds ago, honey. She sighs and takes your hand. Mommy's scent is so strong it gives you a headache. If you're good, then I'll get you some ice cream, okay? She hands you a Roald Dahl's book, which you unwillingly flip through. Goal! Someone shouts from the outside. Sister, I'll call her Sister Ads, big voice drowns out the shouts of your classmates. They make promises, broken the moment the window is closed. The nun looks out the small door, calls to your mother. You stay here 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, okay? And then you'll get your ice cream. You nod your head. How long is that? 10 minutes. You count 6 breaths. 7. You decide that's enough. You stand up. Join the boys. Lorenzo looks at you annoyed, but Luca joins you, smiling. Do you want to take my place? Doesn't wait for an answer, just hands you the ball and runs to the girls. An older boy high-fives you. You hear Marika and Chloe's idiotic giggles. You're the penalty girl, right? You nod, barely hiding your pride. It was just luck, Lorenzo comments. Let's test it, says the other boy. Just be on my team, okay? Stay close to Lorenzo so we can rattle him. You run like crazy. Your little legs have built up so much energy while you've been waiting on the chair that you now jump around like a spring. Takes you 2 minutes to score. Lorenzo calls a non-existent penalty. You tell him to shut his frog mouth. One more goal, then an assist to your teammate. You feel like you're flying. Luca and Laura cheer for you. You smile. You steal the ball from Lorenzo, who knocks you down. The older boy says something, but you ignore him. You throw a punch to Lorenzo. It's chaos. The boys make fun of Lorenzo for getting beat up by a little girl. You hear Chloe behind you calling out to Sister Ad. You look at Lorenzo, who is struggling to hold back tears. A hand grabs your shoulder. A very sweet scent invests you. You grumble. Like a deflating balloon, you have stopped flying. The hand is Mom's. Her voice screams that the dress is torn. The good dress and Jesus Christ, no. The white shoes are filthy. Sister Ad picks on the older boy, who yells at her. Marika points and laughs. That's not something little girls do. You stick your tongue out at her. Mom slaps you in the face. You feel like you're in the middle of a stage and everyone is screaming your name. You want to get off, but everyone asks you, "What are you, Elisa? What are you? Why do you act like a boy? Why don't you dress properly? Why do you curse and hit? Why are you good at soccer? What are you, Elisa? What are you?" I definitely know what that was like. I was considered weird for not wanting to wear makeup and wear dresses and like that. Honestly, I don't really see, like, when it comes to clothes, I feel like anybody should wear whatever they want. Clothes shouldn't be gendered. I don't understand why they are. Like, I'll wear things that's considered quote-unquote feminine, but mostly I dress like an anime protagonist a lot of the times. So yeah, I'm good. This is just, it does bring me back a little bit, because a lot of stuff I have done, like from Luca's perspective, I've done a lot of the things that was considered feminine, but I like, this perspective is, I'm gonna see how it is with the teenage years, because so far this is almost exactly kind of like, not exactly, but I've had similar experiences pretty much. So, teenage winter school. From downstairs, only a few laughs. There's a strange silence. No one is sleepy, yet the chatting seems to be over. We did it. Sitting on the desk, you pass the cigarette to Chloe with a strained smile. Outside the city sleeps. The square is empty. Tomorrow morning it will be filled with police trucks, professors, some rich guy, maybe a couple of bored journalists. For now, though, the plaza rests. So much for 3 fakes, right? Emma tries hard to sound calm, but she's shaking. I'm proud of you, Bunny. And it's true, because in spite of your anxieties and fear, Emma, Sailor Moon superfan Bunny, never gave you up, not even when half the student council insulted all of you in front of everyone. 3, yet you got the okay. Found over 30 willing female students, and the squatting began. Do you think Marika could really use all of this? Chloe hands the cigarette back to you. At least she'll know she's not alone. There's nothing more we can do, I'm afraid. Emma looks out of the window. Marika, suspended after reporting that abuser of a principal, and no one willing to do anything about it. And then tomorrow, Lorenzo will be in deep shit. I wonder if His Majesty as well as Eternal School Representative Lorenzo Shitface Quaglioti will do something useful. Nah, he'll say something about the laws to respected and the need to cooperate with the teachers. Chloe clings to your arm. With his law-abiding, we get beaten up. He can shove it up his ass. Chloe stares at you smiling, proud and in love. Emma reads something in her gaze. She never asked you anything, but she knows. I'll go downstairs with Laura and the other girls, try to get some sleep. You hug her. Love you, Bunny. As the door closes, Chloe kisses you. How are you so cool? I feed off Lorenzo's anger. She gives you another kiss. I was hoping it was a little bit about me. What will your mother say? She asks you by laying out a small sleeping bag, so small that you wonder how your body will fit in there. You put your hands on your hips and imitate your mom. Why me, young lady? Because I didn't raise you on my own to see you become a hooligan. I work 2 jobs and one of them is to pay for your damages, goddammit. You joke about it, but you would like her to understand that you do these things for her too, so that stories like hers or Marika's don't happen again. But she would only want you to study and volunteer at church. Later on, a good engineer husband, 2 children, and an apartment below hers. You imagine her alone at home worried, and your heart breaks. I meant about us. Chloe's voice grew low. You get off the desk. What answer is I haven't told her anything yet. But that won't be a problem for her, will it? She even saw the pictures from last Pride. And it didn't go so well. I'm just not sure. Of us? Of me? Chloe looks at you, stopping halfway while undressing. The light highlights an old scar on her arm and her hurt look. You know there's something you need to understand, but the words go away when you try to grab that thing and talk about it. I love you, and that's all I know. Chloe lays back in silence, but that's not enough for you. You lie down next to her. You look at the filthy ceiling, shoe marks, cobwebs, chewing gum, traces of grease, an exposed beam from which dust falls. I just don't get it. Chloe's voice cuts through the silence of that room. There always comes a time when you put up a barrier and keep me out. I don't want to bullshit you. I'm just keeping you out of what I don't understand about me, so I don't bullshit you. I need time, Chloe. And is this a shield against me? She lifts your binder a little bit. After a full day, it's a torture. Your back is in pieces, but you don't want to take it off. Her fingers get underneath. You feel like you're dying. You lift your hand. She gets up, goes to the window. You hate it when she tries to make you feel guilty. Hate that she always succeeds. This again. You're not a man, Elisa. I would know. They give me like hives if I touch them. Your strength is that of a woman. Your moans. It's not for you to decide what I am. It comes out harder than you like. You blame it on fatigue, but you also know that you can't take it anymore. That it all hurts you. She keeps telling you that she loves you, but then she always seems to want something you're not. You're right, but this is hard for me too. Chloe's body returns next to yours. She hugs you, but you feel like she's light years away. Away from you. You hold her. There comes this idea, this thought that becomes a certainty. If it ends with her, no one will ever love you again. There's a choice you have to make, or things you need to learn to reconsider, to ignore. Maybe they're not that important, right? When she starts snoring, you're still there, eyes wide open and brain locked on one question only. Am I a girl? Yeah. Oop. Just, there we go. Oop. Past that. Oh, okay. There we go. Nice. Ow. Okay. Try that again. Waking up is like coming out of a nightmare. Outside there is chaos. Choirs, sirens, screams, laughter. At your side there's not Chloe, but Emma. She's reading something, and she smiles at you when you wake up. A small, sad smile. Chloe left last night. I'm sorry. It hurts you more than you want it to. You get up and lean against her. You need comfort. She holds you tight, giving you all the time in the world. When you pull away, she tells you that the demo below is waiting for you. Bunny, what do you think I am? What do you mean? I don't feel like a girl, or even a boy, or anything in between. More like an other, different thing. But every time I think about it, I'm gasping. I feel like I'm dying, and because of this thing, Chloe will be gone. Chloe. But then Emma changes her mind. She opens her makeup mirror. You look at each other together. I always knew I liked girls, but at home, this wasn't a thing. You know how religious my parents are. I only realized there were other girls like me when I met you and Chloe. She sighs. My parents could keep saying that certain things didn't exist, but what I feel are facts. When I accepted this, I really saw myself. She turns the mirror towards you. Only you can know who you are. Those outside can say you don't exist, but that's their problem. It's not that Chloe can't be prejudiced because she's a lesbian, but those are her problems. You know who you are, and you have the right to say it out loud whenever you want. How are you so wise? You smile as you look at yourself in the small mirror. You strive to ignore the signs of sleep and unmade hair, and slowly your face emerges, your true self, and you love them. You smile at Bunny. Yeah. There it comes. Whoa. We'll do that. Oh, makes it like a little... I think I like that. That's who I am, and I no longer feel alone. Honestly, I like that message. You know who you are, and you have the right to say it out loud whenever you want. I like the look of this one. For a free game, this is... I like this. Very interesting with the bullet hell aspect. That's the end of that one. Well, so we lived both stories. That was non-binary. Yeah, this is definitely a passion project. I definitely like this. Yeah, it was a game jam. That's why it was so short, which honestly, for a short game like this and having a bullet hell aspect was kind of nice. If you liked today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Comment what free game you'd like me to check out next on the channel. You can also follow me on most social platforms at Surplusloki. Feel free to also join our community Discord. Link for that will be in the description box below. You can also catch me over on Twitch for my live streams and reactions, just like the one you saw in today's video. Check out my Patreon for cool perks, including your name featured at the end of these videos. Thanks to these gremlins for helping me keep the lights on. Until next time, stay gremlin. Bye!